Hey guys, this is David, and today I will be unboxing some action figures from the Jakks Pacific line of Sonic the Hedgehog toys. I saw about a year ago that Jakks Pacific was doing figures from Sonic the Hedgehog, but I wasn't too interested at first because I assumed that the line was going to quickly end after they did Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles like most other Sonic toy lines. But in fact, we're getting some diverse things that have never been done before in action figure form, like Rouge the Bat and Mighty the Armadillo. I actually had an Espio figure about a decade plus ago that was done by another company, but they did not get to these particular characters, so I'm delighted to finally have these in hand and be able to give them a chance. So I'm going to bust open my first one here, which is Mighty the Armadillo, sometimes associated with the Chaotix. He wasn't really around for the last 2 decades for various reasons, but he was reintegrated back into the franchise with Sonic Mania alongside Ray the Flying Squirrel thing. That's also going to have a figure in the next couple of months. So let's see here, Mighty, he's got 11 points of articulation, and he has an accessory included with this, which is this little TV with a Sonic face on it, which represents an extra life, and his bio is, Mighty is a powerful armadillo and a great friend to Knuckles and Ray. All right, so we're gonna open Mighty up here and see if the toy is actually any good. Like, I'm delighted to have it just because it is a toy of Mighty, because I'm a big Chaotix fan and I liked Mighty back in the old Archie comics. So here we have him in the box. He looks about like what you would expect in the box, or in the plastic holder. Alright, so here is the Extra Life TV. We can see it up close here. It's got a nice pixely Sonic. I think it's well done. I'm happy with this as an accessory. Like, it's pretty neat as far as potential accessories go for a Sonic character that otherwise wouldn't really have anything associated with him. And then we're gonna bust out, maybe if I can actually get him out. Alright, so here we have Mighty the Armadillo, like just holding him in my hands. I feel like his limbs are a little bit loose, so let's see what we've got here. Yes, he has posable feet, which are swivelly, and they are a little bit loose. He's got a number on the back of this one, which is no big deal. I can just paint over it or not look at it because it's on the back of his foot. But that is something required as part of the production. Let's see here. He's got swivel hinges on his shoulders, which is fine. He's got one fist, so he can throw a punch. I might have preferred 2 fists for this particular character, but he has one fist, and I'm going to have to make do with it. I think a poster fell out on the background, but I don't care. All right, so let's see here. He has knees, sort of. Oh, he does sort of have these knee joints. They don't look very well. There's not that much flexibility to them, but you can actually kind of give him a bent knee or a straightened leg. Is he going to stand up? I'm unsure of that. Oh, he actually stands up fine for me. Let me flip this size a little bit taller here to stand him upon. Oh, now he doesn't want to stand. But I assure you he can stand because he was just standing. There he goes. And I'll pop up his little TV accessory. So there's Mighty the Armadillo. Now we're going to go for Espio, who is the, not really considered to be the leader of the Chaotix, but certainly the most serious and the most deadly of the Chaotix. And his little bio, he has 12 points of articulation, and his little bio is the speed member of Team Chaotix. He is a chameleon that can blend in. I would be astonished if Jakks Pacific doesn't do a transparent or fully clear like Espio the Chameleon a little bit down the road. That was done by another company about a decade ago, and that figure was at first rare, but then very easy to find because nobody wanted it. Here is a little checkpoint thing that he can, oh, it kind of flips back on its own. Like, that's a neat accessory. And here is Espio inside of his little plasticky thing. Let me put that down. And is he going to come out without a fight? No. Yes, maybe. I'm trying not to pull on these too much because I don't want to damage or loosen up the joints, by the way. But he came out quite easily. He's got this cool curly tail, as he should, which is neat. His head is super duper loose, which I don't at all like. I can tell straight out of the package that is going to be my enemy. He does have these posable, he has the same sort of posable knees, although I don't know how much you would want to pose the knees on characters like this. I guess if you want to get them into a running pose. He's got a little bit of excess paint here on his foot that I don't like, but you can see his forearm bracer gauntlet things. You can see the spines on his back. You can see that Espio is really looking cool here. I like this figure, even if the joints are loose and going to be a sworn enemy of me. So those are my first two members of the Chaotix. Vector is going to be coming up in the next couple of months. I don't believe they have announced a Charmy Bee yet in this scale. I think that there's a 2-inch Charmy Bee announced, a little non-posable figurine, but I hope that we get a proper Charmy Bee. And then we have Rouge the Bat, leader of Team Dark. Really, I really thought it was going to be Shadow. I guess it's not. I guess it's Rouge. I guess I haven't played Sonic Adventure or Sonic Heroes in a long enough time. Leader of Team Dark, world-class jewel thief, fashion forward, and part-time government spy. Apparently, Rouge has 15 points of articulation. I'm guessing the extra points are because she has those wings that are probably each posable in 2 places to bring her from 11 to 15 points. I think the 12th point on Espio was probably his tail, but I did not try to pose it because I didn't care. All right, so here we have Rouge the Bat here. We can take out this, whatever that is. Let me grab that. Weird volleyball flying orb thing. I assume that this is something that I don't remember from Sonic Adventure 2, but I mean, it is what it is. It's got a lot of paint on it. It's got some sculpted details and texturing on it. I think that this is a cool looking little accessory that I don't know what it is, so I don't care that much about it. But let's see Rouge the Bat herself. She's a little bit hard to get out of the package because she's got an extra piece of plastic that's holding her in. What is going on here? Does she have some sort of twisty tie? Oh, I think she does have a little twisty tie that's holding this extra piece of plastic on. That must be the problem. All right, just trying to take her out of the package. I accidentally popped off one of her wings, but I think it's just going to pop back into place. I hope. Yeah, there it goes. Even with my limited vision, it wasn't too bad, but something else just fell off of her. I don't know what. Oh, it was the other wing. Well, I can see that these wings are going to be a real pain. But let me pop that back on too. I don't think I was touching this one. I'm not sure why it really popped out like that. Maybe it just wasn't very tight in the package. All right, so her wings can kind of hinge back, like so you can put them into a backward or forward position. Rouge the Bat, I know has been a little bit hard to find at retail, but I finally came across one at Walmart amidst a sea of Sonic the Hedgehogs, the figure that nobody wants from this series, Sonic the Hedgehog himself. Sorry, Espio, but I didn't really have space for you up there anyway. Rouge has got like a sly look upon her face, like she definitely looked kind of mischievous and up to no good. So I'm excited to have my first ever piece of merch of Rouge the Bat, a character that is pretty under merchandised and not really somebody that you would expect to see in your Walmart, but I got it for just $9.99 from Jakks Pacific. She is in stores now. She does not have any knee joints, but you can kind of flex her shoes, and I think you can kind of move her, yeah, her boots have a little bit of a swivel on them. Watch out for those wings, they fall off really easily. Overall though, like for $9.99 action figures, there are less and less action figures out there on the market that are $9.99. She stands great. If you noticed, I just placed her down and she just stood up perfectly. There's less action figures for $9.99 in the marketplace right now. Where did Espio go? There he is. So overall, like for the 3 of these, like I think that they were an okay value for what you get. These are not great figures. The joints are a little bit loose on Espio. I'm not crazy about that loose head on him. But these look great, great sculpting, wonderful character selection. Good job, Jakks Pacific. Looking forward to see more of these figures as time goes on. And that's all I've got to say about these. All right, bye. Have a great day.